Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss a very important concept that is very essential for a good industrial relation. In the previous session, we have discussed a lot about the kind of industrial relation that need to be maintained, the kind of relationship that need to be maintained in any industry. We have also discussed about all the parties that exist within the industry, and we need to maintain a good relationship between all the parties for a good relationship in the industry. The concept workers' participation in management is very, very important. And if we are not using this concept in the organization, might happen that relationship within the parties in the industry may not sound good. So, before going through the session, we will first discuss the several kind of objectives that we need to achieve. So let's start with the objective that we are going to discuss in this session. The first, we will discuss the concept and the objective of workers' participation in management. Also, we will discuss the need, why actually this concept is important for organization. We will also discuss the significance of WPM in maintaining good industrial relation, and at last we will discuss the various forms of workers' participation in management through which employees can be involved in the several organizational process. So first, uh, discussing the concept of WPM. Uh, the concept of workers' participation in management may be different for from different kind of from different perspectives. Like for management perspective, if we have a look, then it is basically a joint consultation prior to decision making. Means to say, whenever management initiates for this to take decision on any of the issues, then it tries to have a joint consultation over that specific issue, and basically that is known as uh, or we can call it as the participation of employees in the decision making process. Next is from workers aspect. It means co-determination, and for trade union, it is a new order of social relationship and new set of power equation within organization. Means to say, if management is trying to involve the employees in the decision making process, that is a good kind of relationship for trade union, and it is welcomed by the trade union members also. Another aspect is from the side of government, and for them, it is basically an association of labor with management without the final authority or responsibility in decision making. Talking about the definitions of workers' participation in management. So, workers' participation basically refers to the mental and emotional involvement of a person in a group or situation which encourages them to contribute to group goals and share in responsibility of achieving them. As discussed by Keith Davis, workers' participation is basically termed as a mental and emotional involvement. Means to say, if management try to involve the employees in the decision making process, or if organization tries to increase the involvement of the employees in all the uh, processes in the organization, somewhere it increase the emotional stability of the employees, and that encourages the employees to do better, and ultimately it leads to enhance the morale as well as the motivation of the employees, and again that leads to very smooth relationship in the organization. The next is the objectives of WPM. The first and the most important objectives of WPM is it raises the level of motivation of workers by increasing involvement. We all know that if we are being involved in any kind of process, it motivates us, and we are eager to share our decision. But in the case we are not asked for our decision in any cases, in any process, then we become demotivated, and we don't want to do anything good, anything better for the organization's sake. So obviously, if management is trying to increase the involvement of the employees in the processes going on in the organization, definitely it is going to benefit the organization. The second is to provide opportunity for expression and to provide a sense of importance to workers. As discussed in the first objective, if we are trying to increase the involvement of the workers in organizational processes, uh, that is that seems that we are giving importance to our workers or employees who are working in the organization, and that gives the kind of satisfaction to the employees. We also need to provide the opportunity for expression to the employees. There are several kind of employees in our organization coming from diverse backgrounds, so we can have a good sense of ideas, creative thoughts from them, and that can happen only if we are encouraging the concept of developing in the organization. And again, it will serve the third objective only if if there will be a kind of mutual understanding between both the parties, that is management and the employees. Next is establish and ensure good communication system at all levels. We have discussed in several concepts, or we all know that if communication is good at every level, or we can say that if there is transparency in communication at all levels in the organization, that leads to good relationship within the industry. The next objective is resistance. Resistance is basically something employees are not ready to accept. Anything which somebody is not ready to accept, that is a kind of resistance. And if we want to handle this kind of resistance in the organization, then we need to increase the involvement of the employees in all the processes. And for that, we need to develop the sense of commitment to decision, uh, to which the employees are also a party in the organization. Coming to our next topic, that is forms of workers participation in management. In organization, in several industry, we can see there are several forms through which we can increase the involvement of the employees in the organization, in which the first one is co-ownership. In this form, workers are made shareholders by allotting certain shares in the company, and uh, the employees as well as the owners of the business concern both are the party to this. Through this way, participation of workers in the management is automatically guaranteed, and employees have a good sense of feeling, and this encourages them to do better in the organization. The next is board of directors. In this form, representative of workers is given a seat on the boards of directors. But when we talk about the countries like USA and Britain, trade union have already rejected this idea. I mean, trade union don't want to be the part of the board of directors. The next form is works committee. Basically, it came into existence in 1947 and became the first most effective social institution of industrial participation. And if we talk about the functions, that involves discussion on conditions of work, medical services, safety at workplace, etc. Means all the things that are involved in the for the discussion uh, is related to the aspect to the betterment of the employees working in the organization. Next one is joint management council. So in 1958, basically joint management council was set up, and especially for settlement of the grievance of the workers. Somewhere what happens, if workers have any kind of queries, they have any kind of complaints, they are not acknowledged from the side of the management. So in that particular case, this council was set up to have a discussion on all the kind of queries that are raised from the side of the workers. So workers representatives basically sit with the management to discuss all the matters, and the main objective of this system is to provide workers an opportunity to understand the working of the industry for their self-expression. Next forms of WPM is profit sharing, in which management shares a part of the profit of the organization to their workers, and obviously this makes the workers feel that they are also important for the organization. Next one is suggestion schemes. This is very common in we can see it in several organizations also, and this scheme basically has been implemented in the organization to create a sense of interest by announcing several incentives and rewards to the workers who drop their valuable suggestions, that is going to be effective for the organization, that in and that can be further executed in the organization. So in that case, if their ideas are accepted by the management, they will be rewarded in that case. So this we will end the session here, and the concept of workers' participation in management also. Thank you.